Peter. Peter. What? And now we're back to Frank Miller's. Hello, YouTubians.
Hey, what's going on, everybody out there in the world?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Greetings.
However, whenever you're watching this, we appreciate you because you already know time is expensive.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in.
And thank you for subscribing. But if you're here for the first time, this show is about anything and everything
Creative.
Anything that sparks your creativity, whatever medium you dabble in.
Expressing your artistic soul.
And welcome to another episode of Creativity
Unsheathed.
I'm Oliver-Ray.
And I'm Nino, the brother.
And yes, we are brothers.
We are the brothers.
And this is the show where we feel
that you could be the guiding light in someone's life.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's only if they want the help and really want to fix themselves, you know?
Yeah, be willing. You lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink it.
Yeah, so like you always want to be the helping hand and like you always want to be nice because, you know, that's...
the human nature.
Oh yeah, I mean, being nice is just all part of the human nature. If there are those who don't appreciate what you have to offer, then, you know, it's okay just to move on and just hope for the best for those people that deny it.
And then, keep in mind that just be careful who you help because they could take advantage of you, once they get to where they need to go or need to be. Then they could be like backstabbers and, just be wary of people.
Those energy drainers. And there's nothing wrong with being nice, but just know when to draw the line.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
While we're talking about this and what we're looking in today is...
Spider-Man Daredevil by Frank Miller.
A little special edition that we got going on here. Because it is a reprint of Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, issues 27 and 28. And why it's extra special, well, for us and for every fan of Frank Miller, this is Frank Miller's debut on Daredevil.
Yes, with the rare Spider-Man drawing as well.
I don't know any other books that he had Spider-Man feature. I mean, totally a different style.
For sure. Because
in this, of course, is the early years of Frank Miller, so you're gonna get that house style look.
Yeah.
It's gonna be completely different from the iconic Daredevil run that he did. With Klaus Janson and that whole magic that he unleashed on Daredevil.
Yeah, man.
And the mythos that we all know.
And he was like the man in the 80s, man.
Definitely. And different from what you see today, his really loose Picasso look and...
his first hand at drawing Daredevil. So it's like you're really getting the very, very first.
Yeah, so it's definitely a real gem for all Frank Miller fans and Daredevil fans, Spider-Man fans. If you guys didn't know that trifecta is in one book, hey, now your eyes are going to look at a raw edition of the reprints of Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah, man.
In this little bit, it was talking about how Frank Miller just stumbled in Jim Shooter's office. Right away knew that he had a real talent.
Yeah, man. Still ball rolling.
So,
working with Danny O'Neill and Chris Claremont.
Man, if that's not a good mentorship, I mean, I don't know what is.
Right?
One of the best writers in comic book history.
Yeah, and then later you get to write and draw your own. So we get a little, four-page filler.
By Mark Bright.
Yeah.
Who is the penciler for Icon.
Icon, DC, Milestones, Icon.
Yeah, Milestones Media, co-creating that with Dwayne McDuffie.
Oh man, rest in peace.
Another cool gem that we get here.
Seriously.
But, the rough part about that is that Vince Colletta is in the mix because he's known for inking, but he doesn't ink everything. Like, he'll ink what he wants and he'll erase the rest.
Oh, okay.
So...
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, so it's just one of those stories. But,
man, that's unfortunate.
There are some stories where he did that to Jack Kirby pieces as well.
Whoa.
I can only imagine what Vince Colletta erased, for this 4-piece Mark Bright pencils. But, it is what it is, man. But at least we get to see this gem.
Hell yeah.
So, creative team up front.
Yeah. Guest penciler.
Frank Miller.
So we open up with Spider-Man already blind. Now he's calling out for Daredevil. Or he happens to be there at the same time. His figure drawing's pretty good. He really likes these figures, like dynamic poses.
Really showing that storytelling.
Yes, that's cool.
I think it's pretty cool chase scene that he has going on here too. So it's like it's not over the place, even though these guys are really acrobatic. This is what he's known for. You know, later down in his career, it's just these type of panel layouts. It's just pretty cool how it just contains everything, and like everything's compositioned, and it's a really nice study piece, you know, for every, you know, comic book enthusiast, cartoonist, you know, whatever you want to label yourself. But it's like, this is awesome to really look at.
Look how subtle he put the Subway sign to show how close he is. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Instead of just being just white pages, I mean a white panel.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of shows you how close he is to the floor.
Yeah.
And then look, he actually drove it retracting back to Billy Club.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, yeah, small details. So the whole point of this story is that, yes, Spider-Man is blind, and they're trying to track down a villain who is part of Daredevil's Rogues Gallery, but his name is Masked Marauder.
Yes.
And who is soon going to be in Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery, but they have to both track him down because he's about to unleash some sort of mandroid or
Like a Tri-Man.
yeah, like amongst New York. So they have to stop it in time, of course.
Yeah, look at all that. It's pretty cool. And like in Born Again, I don't even think he wore his costume till the end.
You know, it's like maybe because of doing stuff like this, he got really tired of drawing it.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just wanted to change it up for himself.
Yeah. Show his human side, humanity.
Right. Knowing that he was gonna like write it. You
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
Okay, like maybe I can come at a different angle for Matt Murdock, right? Because like it was really a dark side
Yeah.
to Matt Murdock.
So this is one of the Tri-Man androids. Yeah, he can turn himself into a 3-weapon. Oh, and these are the pages done by Mark Bright.
Oh yeah, I can totally see the difference. I mean, other than the colors of the blues and Spider-Man's costume.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just totally see Mark Bright's work and Vince Coletta's whatever work. But
Yeah, like the flashback starts here.
oh, you mean, at least it's a cool etching in time that we get, you know, a Mark Bright piece. But it's like I just like seeing this, like really on and his icon.
Yeah.
Like, I want to look for more Mark Bright stuff, because like his storytelling, even though it looks house, the fluidity of it, it's like it really works.
Yeah, but look before you see Todd doing it.
Yeah. Like Mark Bright, for example, is the type of artist that you want to learn from.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like the under the radar type artist because of just the fluidity again that he's able to apply to a character like Spider-Man.
Yeah, for sure. And what it's like giving him like natural body movements, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not too over the top. This right here reminds me of like a Kirby. How you see the face right here, right up front, and then everything else.
Oh yeah, totally. Pretty cool.
So this is the flashback, how Spider-Man got blind. And this is a Masked Marauder. Give him the Optiblast on his eyes.
Oh man.
Don't stare into the sun too long. So this is the Mandroid, or Tri-Man.
Transformed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this as a toy?
Oh man. Build a figure, Tri-Man.
Yeah, I wonder if knowing that it was really a monthly book, like this didn't really matter at that time. But then since this is a reprint and being collected into one sequential flow, the additional 4 pages probably just really helps.
Yeah, it helps show it. But then I think if we just talk about it, it's just...
Because I think they did. Like,
Yeah.
So briefly, but maybe it just really helps solidify that imagery.
Yeah. Kind of like in the TV flashback. And then you go back.
Peter! Peter! What? So now we're back to Frank Miller's piece.
Man, he's in a rager.
He's really throwing a spider tantrum.
Yeah, he's feeling really koala right now.
I totally feel that.
He feels helpless. You know what I mean?
No, totally. When you're just so used to your body being so active, and then everything being on point, and then just that one sight taken away from you.
Yeah, man.
But luckily enough, he has Daredevil there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he knows about his origin, but at least he's gonna be there to help him. But again, Peter Parker in his tantrum mode, he doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah. He's like, not right now. He needs help.
Man, it's cool on Frank Miller's part that he really is executing that drama, that acting,
Yeah. For a guy who's wearing a mask, he really showed it in the action.
Yes.
Right? Look at
the gestures.
Yeah.
Man. That's
body language.
Bottom line, man, it's really important. It's it's talking heads, but again, for me, throwing a hand in there.
Yeah.
Throwing more emotion, because it's like Steve Ditko. He always would incorporate a hand gesture and just that nice Steve Ditko hand drawings. It's so cool.
Yeah, and he didn't even black it out either. He drew it all.
Right. Man, that's a really cool way of spotting the blacks in his suit. It's I still have trouble how to draw that.
Oh yeah.
How I would ink it.
Oh, like finding the muscles. And, or shading the muscles.
Because knowing that his suit can be reflective in a way. The light source can be all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Again, something to study off of Frank Miller, one of the best to ever draw Daredevil.
It's I really feel like he really likes drawing Daredevil. I don't know. It was meant for him.
And it's pretty cool that this story got preserved on this type of paper.
Yeah.
Or at least some sort of newsprint.
Not glossy.
Yeah, not glossy.
It really works better with the colors. Frank Miller drew Matt a little older, as opposed to in the movie where he's younger.
Right.
And the accident happened to him. Cool. Frank Miller throwing in the original suit.
It's pretty cool that we get a one-page origin, yo.
Man.
It's cool.
Really, that's all you need, man.
Right? It's you don't need 3 or 4 pages of useless characterization when you can easily just do it in a page and a half if you can.
Yeah, you don't have to be really dense, you can throw that in later,
Right, appreciating the master writers is have to hold the audience or the reader's hand sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or finger point,
Let the storyteller draw the story. The colors remind me of Watchmen. Purple and yellow.
Oh yeah. It's really cool.
Oh man. Many hours later. Oh, this is the Carry On.
Carry On or Carry On?
Carry On. I think Carry On, yeah. Right.
Carry On sounds like something at the airport.
I
have 2 Carry On, please.
I have 2 Carry On. This is the malevolent Carry On.
Another rogue within Spider-Man's gallery.
So I think he crashed into Peter Parker's apartment. That's his landlady, I believe. But they're over here going to the doctor. It's pretty cool. Nice panel.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
Totes.
Oh, it's good eyes.
Yeah, man.
Good job, Frankie.
Yeah, that's really good.
I like how the continuity, he even made the
curtain move.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. It's not just draped down.
Yeah. He didn't drop behind him.
Or considering wind coming in. You know? Man, for a young Frank Miller to consider that. Man.
See, that's cool, right? And then just pop out a little bit. So it's temporary, but it seems to be healing.
Mm-hmm.
He still has a chance.
Maybe it's just because with Spider-Man's own
healing. I think he does. Yeah. But not as fast as
Wolverine.
Yeah. Probably almost as equivalent to Captain America. This serum.
Slowly but surely.
Because he did complain of having a sprained ankle.
Nice COVID mask.
Wow, he really did the eyes right. Like, it really looked blind. Wow.
Or a colorist mistakes, but hey, that is good though.
Or
Because I mean that we've seen that before, where colorists would not color everything.
yeah.
You know?
Or it gets overtaken by the white.
Yep. Because in the previous panel it was brown.
Look at that.
Right, its eye was brown.
Oh,
So, and it's white. So I don't
the
know.
colorist. Not the color. Maybe when it printed,
Yeah. So
when it reprinted.
coloring error. Hey, who knows?
Look at this. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
It's good angle.
It's like it may not be perfect,
Yeah.
but it's interesting enough, you know, and then it just looks right.
Yeah.
And then being considered that the bubbles are gonna overtake it, so it's gonna hide something.
Look at the one scene in Spider-Man Amazing 2.
Oh, that's Sam Raimi.
Yeah, where he's on the wall, but then you see Harry at the window calling him a fraud in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
And then, but then he's hanging, so you just get that angle
Right.
from the movie.
Always gotta incorporate a water tower.
Sure.
It's not Hell's Kitchen, I guess, without a water tower.
or like Ninja Turtles, right?
You always gotta have them. Almost a leap of faith here, huh?
Oh yeah. He's like, let's just go, huh? Whoa, hold up. Oh, Crawler, what a pal.
Yeah, I mean these inks really look house style as well, you know.
Yeah. He's saying you're getting morbid again, man. Snap out of it.
Morbidy.
Hesitantly though, Spider-Man accepts Daredevil's advice. Oh look, it's right here.
Nice camera movement.
Good job, Franklin.
Real cinematic.
Good job, Frankie. Nice. See that's storytelling right there.
Totes.
It's like you don't even get that with digital artists today.
Nope.
They just want you to focus on the glitz. Show me the story.
Like don't rely on the word bubbles. You know, it's like it's talking heads, but throw in some hand gestures or something.
Yeah, man.
It's like it's like a talking head scene, but it's like it's made interesting, you know, like going back to that Jack Kirby mid-ground, foreground,
Yeah.
and background, just type composition. It's interesting to look at, and yet still makes me want to flow into the next.
And these colors too, reprint all of these original colors, but I like it.
Yeah, you know, like seeing this too. Well, like throughout the whole book, it just like reminds me of that issue that Tom McFarlane did with Anna Senti.
Oh,
the Christmas issue.
Christmas issue, yes.
It's like that too. Tom McFarlane was either copying like Frank Miller, or it's just like that house style, you know, of Daredevil before Todd McFarlane was Todd McFarlane, you know.
Yeah. Look at the perspective here. It's like you don't really even have to go out the panel to make it work, you know. I think smaller panels, more close panels, brings out your creativity more.
Like really putting the thought process of how to tell the story.
Yeah.
You know, like Frank Miller really making it look like it's their playground. You know, as Daredevil states, you know, Hell Kitchen's my playground. He really makes it look like they're at the jungle gym, or
Yeah.
it's like he has that reference book of all like of acrobatics and just seeing how they move. Or I mean, this is pre-parkour.
Yeah, for sure. Trapeze artist.
I mean, that's the closest. Yeah. Absolutely. But
then, like, just the way he draws it, though, just really flows.
and this is pre-ninja.
Yeah.
Pre-ninja stuff.
And, like, some of the documentaries we watched, he said he would bring, like, sketchbooks to draw poses and stuff. I wonder if any of them are like these. Like, I wonder if he was already set on Daredevil. Like, this is what I want to do when I get to Marvel. Or was it handed to him and then fell in love with it, right?
I think he picked.
You get to pick, right? Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think Stan Lee asked him to pick like which one on the wall, and then like he just like looked at all the books behind him. And I think at that moment, at that time, Daredevil was at the lowest sales.
Ooh.
Yeah, at the lowest, and then when he got on, just brought it back up.
Oh, man. So it's history.
Right? Like it's like a a pre-Tom McFarlane story with him and Spider-Man, right?
Seriously.
But I mean, this is a different story because it's Daredevil.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as popular as Spider-Man. So you know, for Frank Miller to do that puts his career at a different level, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
To put it in the Netflix on top of the Ben Affleck movie.
Yeah, man.
And like everything he created, as far as like good story to tell, that's really compelling.
Totes.
And that was a good season 1. Daredevil. That's a good pose. Oh, how about that pose? Or just that shot, that sonar.
Felt as raindrops at first, but yeah, that works.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh,
For an early Frank Miller too.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of almost like a Jim Steranko type
Yeah.
design. You know.
That's pretty fucking great.
It's cool. I dig it.
He said, "You go on without me, Dee Dee. I'm no use." He just grabbed them anyways. He said, "We're doing this together." So there's the Masked Marauder on the penthouse on 47th Street in New York, planning to launch this Tri-Man onto the city of New York.
Knockoff Transformer.
Almost looks like a G.I. Joe. A G.I. Joe villain.
Yeah. You know, it's true though. It's like the villains make the hero, and yeah, this Masked Marauder doesn't look really menacing. Like maybe can make him look more badass, and like his antics more menacing.
Yeah, probably just the mask.
Yeah, but you know, probably just for this time, it's like one of those cheesy villains. But it was just enough for the hero to beat up on.
It's almost like a street level Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And then that's his Doombot.
It also looks like that robot in Toy Story 2. I forgot it was, but yeah, it looked like that toy.
Marauder?
Yeah, Marauder.
Sorry. I like that pose. Boom.
Wow, he did it twice, huh?
Yeah, he likes that. Almost the same. Nice. I don't know. I don't think he cut and paste back then, but that's pretty good.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Consistent.
Oh, he changed his front foot. He bent it forward more.
Yeah.
But,
Consistency.
yeah, dude.
Damn, man. Underrated storyteller. I think he's there with, like, come on, Kirby, Eisner,
Alex Toth.
Toth, man, Mr. Mark Bright. All of them, man. Hell yeah.
I mean, again, it's like how many poses can you put a certain hero in?
Yeah.
You know? It's
True.
just really, that gets really challenging.
Yeah.
And then that will hinder the storytelling, right? Or whatever sequence that you're trying to tell. It's like, shit, I don't know what pose I can put him in. Like, oh, okay, I just use that.
Well, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Or, I mean, you can also forget when after you turn the page in, you know, you can forget what pose you've done in the previous.
Yeah.
And just reuse it anyways.
Yeah.
It's like either way, you know, or you just use what tools you're given and just tell the most awesome story that you can.
Yeah, for sure.
And for an early Frank Miller, he did just that.
Look at that gesture. It's pretty cool. Not stiff.
No, it's like it's still that movement of being taken down.
It's like,
Don't get it! I got his leg. I got it, dog. I got one of his horns.
oh.
I got his horn.
Oh, that's cool.
Man, look at those shadows. It's really cool.
Fucking amazing.
Man.
I like how he threw the yellow in the lens.
Yeah, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's really good dynamic there, Frank. I don't know if I'm giving you too much credit, but I gave it where I gave it. It's good storytelling, yeah. The original cover.
So if you guys have this issue, this is where it came from. Or if you didn't know, this is Frank Miller's debut on Daredevil. Now you know.
This right here.
Look for it. It's pricey, you know, depending what kind of grade you want. But, you know, find a readable copy. The staples still intact.
It's a two-parter.
Yeah. So these are Dave Cockrum covers. I mean, it would have been cool if they were, you know, Frank Miller. But,
Yeah.
you know, he couldn't get too much credit. as far as being a young artist at Marvel. So
Mr. Milgram on the inks. That was pretty cool.
yeah, Alan Milgram is one of like those like go-to house inkers back in the days. OG.
It almost looked like Frank Miller. Almost.
It's just that house style, you know.
Oh, it looked Lady Bullseye.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Right, like, ooh.
Maybe.
Damn, can you fucking imagine that? 35 cents
Of awesomeness.
of awesomeness. It's awesome storytelling.
Man.
Awesome collab. All around. Frank Miller cover. Another Frank Miller cover.
If you guys have these in your collection and you guys didn't know that these are Frank Miller covers, now you know. Now you get to appreciate it even more.
Yeah. He drew Captain Marvel.
Okay.
Another Frank Miller. Frank Miller as well. Nice speed lines, man.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
It's cool.
Imagine if he did like a monster book. Ooh, you drew Star-Lord.
Ooh.
Filipino creator.
Steve Gahn. If you guys didn't know that Steve Gahn, a Filipino created Star-Lord, or at least this cool version.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, man. This
Not-
version.
Not that Peter Quill, Chris Pratt dude. Nah.
Not the leather clad wearing.
But it's cool that, you know, it got turned into a movie. So, you know, that's more points for Steve Gahn.
Yes, sir. It's cool. So it's part 2.
Ashes to Ashes. And you know, you really, for the most part, you really got to shout out to Frank Springer. I mean, he was the original inker for this whole run, Spectacular Spider-Man. But it's like, it seems like he's inking Frank Miller pretty close. Like, there's no special, like, etchings, no cross hatches. Because, you know, like, compared to Klaus Janson, like, he would ink to the artist's style.
Yeah.
Right? And, like, adapt to that. Like, if it's a pencil smudge, he'll try to make that work.
Right.
But, you know, when you're a house inker, like, you ink the way you know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And not really consider a young artist like Frank Miller the mistakes. And, like, maybe as a, you know, professional inker, you would fix some of the mistakes.
Right, yeah. I get what you mean. Being I wouldn't say a rookie, but a new guy,
Right.
you would expect, you know, a little...
Just to make sure that he, like, Frank Miller's look like he's knowing what he's doing.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because if Bob Layton can do that to John Romita Jr.'s pencils, you know, totally change it up in inks, and it's like...
Totally does not look like Romita's work.
Not at all.
Or what I'm used to seeing today. Like, I don't see JR in this.
I mean, he doesn't even claim that that's his work either, so...
There you go.
But...
I mean, what a guy, right? It's like, yeah, this is not mine, so I'm not taking credit, even though I did the work.
Yeah, even my name's on it.
Yeah,
you know?
but I know what my work should look like.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
And again, so, you know, shout out to Frank Springer for just bringing these Frank Miller pencils to life.
Boing.
A gift.
You're here with Frank and Frank. In Ashes to Ashes.
You're with Miller and Springer.
Oh, that. Bill Manilow. Sounds like Barry Manilow.
Like, ooh, like what if like Frank Springer was like his go-to inker going forward without Klaus?
Ooh.
Right. Oh, it would have been interesting, right? Like, I have my go-to inker. He can come wherever I go.
For real, like Scott Williams to Jim Lee. So this is part 2 of the 2-parter. We're in heat of battle. Of course, Daredevil single-handedly.
Taking down these goons. Like, it's his training.
The magia.
It's like a simulation.
Yeah, those that's pretty good.
Totes.
It's like equivalent to Cap Shield.
Yeah, totally. I see that Captain America effect. Yeah, definitely other artists have done this before. But...
And that Jack Kirby documentary where Barry Windsor Smith was talking about Jack Kirby cover.
Mm-hmm.
where the guy was leaping, rolling. Like,
Wow.
you know, they're incorporating that, you know, the fluidity of storytelling.
Yeah, totally, man.
Jack Kirby, the king. It's like, if you want to be great, learn from the greats.
This is it. I mean, you just gotta go down the lineage.
It's like, it is more exciting to just look up at like a splash page.
Yeah.
Or like a nice, beautiful picture, but it's right here. You can learn a lot more.
Totally, man.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, that's a nice
I always like that. It's so Daredevil. Damn. He gave him Optiblast to the face, but ironically, he doesn't know he's already blind.
So does in your verse, can you see now? Even better?
Yeah, now he's like downplaying it. Yeah. As if he's fighting the vulture.
It has that resemblance.
Right, and the goblin.
Or like maybe one of his,
It kind of looks like Goblin's glider.
yeah, like another prototype of some sort.
Yeah. Before they used it in video games.
Oh yeah, man.
Growing up.
It's totally cool.
Nice smoke. Those are tricky as well. Cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just crazy that Spider-Man's doing all this blind. Man, it's like
Yeah.
he's just going off of feel, vibes, and just
Spider sense, man.
whatever's left. And
Seriously.
you know, at a moment like this, like how can he remain focused and calm and just cool and collected? Hey.
Purple's works. See, gotta keep him occupied, make him his Optiblast have blinded me. So he's pretending. Then throw this billy club.
Ow!
Damn, so hard that he knocked his helmet off.
Ow! Ow!
Dude, I didn't know like Spider-Man was this strong. It's like something a Superman would do, or the Hulk. Straight ripped it open with his.
His fingers.
Yeah.
It's like been doing some wrist rollers. I
Yeah,
can see.
for real. Oh look, Spider-Man's incredibly strong fingers claw at the unyielding metal. Yeah. Yo, that did something.
Yeah.
It's a cool pose.
He really drew that leverage in there, like
Yeah,
just
there you
really
go. Yeah.
get that open, like come on.
Yeah, that's good leverage.
Yeah. It's like
Really showing that force, pulling it.
can see in these gestures that Frank Miller really threw in the gesture line.
Yes.
You know, it's like I don't know if a lot of artists consider that like the flow of the body and like the anatomy. You know, it's like some would just draw one body part at a time. But it's like, you know, when you have that continuous flow in that body part, you can really draw the emotion within that leg. You know, the toes just being bent.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like,
It's like just that being bent shows you it's like really trying to pull back.
yeah.
Even like the speed lines. As if he's like showing the power as well, not just the explosion.
Yeah.
Sean Penn.
Huh? See it? Some resemblance there.
At first I thought that was like a Swiss Army or like a Allen wrench. But I think it's a phone, like a remote control.
Looks like a brick phone. Zach Morris phone.
Look, doesn't this look like his Dark Knight?
Yep.
Right there, right?
Totes my goats.
Precursor guys, Dark Knight right there.
That's the precursor. That's the one right there, y'all.
Glass and all.
That has to be the one.
Damn, fucking Spider-Man's still working on this Tri-Man. Shit. It's like... For real. It's like a Looney Tunes, man.
Got it.
Oh, see, yeah. Ooh, finally. Oh, he slowed it down only. Of course. He tried to save you guys, but then you want to arrest him.
Of course.
Oh, now he's just playing with him.
It's like having these ricochet moments really help with the page design, or at least the panel design.
Yeah.
You know, it's really cool.
I wonder if that is Billy Club really does that. It's really built like that to like ricochet certain ways.
And how did you make it?
Right? Damn, you threw it down, then it came back up. Damn, that's pretty good.
Wow. Is that like definitely some vibranium tech? You
Yeah.
know, if that can do that for Cap Shield again.
For sure.
You know?
Bring it back.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Hey.
Spider-Man's eyesight's returning. That's kind of cool. Oh shit! El Diablo! Oh, he just mail.
Yeah, that's cool. That he's putting that streaks behind him as if like for that blur.
Yeah.
In a way, effect. You know, I don't know if that makes sense.
He should have put a little more though, but it's cool. But then like show this like that, but then just add a little more.
Maybe just already considering the dialogue. It's like the caption was gonna happen.
Oh man. Get up, man. Get up.
What?
D-Day! I can see you again. That's great, fella. Come on, we gotta go.
You both need a rest.
It's that easy. And the captain says he's a hero. Who you gonna believe? Come on, I'll buy you a dozen donuts.
Think you can persuade me with delicious baked goods?
Can we get pinwheels instead? He's at the storefront legal office of Murdoch and Nelson.
Avocados of law?
A lot of vandalizing. I think the Carrion.
What's Corion's doing? What does he have against Peter Parker?
Yeah, so he left his calling card. But who could hate Peter enough to do this? So, well, he goes back to his apartment just to get his clothes. And how convenient. That's funny how you're able to stick to the wall when you're wearing shoes. I can see your hand, but then your shoes, like you're...
Knowing that he made his costume himself too, like how does it able to go through?
Exactly. Even when Peter Parker in part 1 going up the side of the wall.
And just based off the comics, it just looks like basic material, fabric.
Yeah.
It's like it's nothing really special to it if he's just using an ordinary sewing machine. So, yeah, like how does his powers work? Like it just bursts through. You know?
Like does it extend extra and penetrates? You know.
Comment below.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Are we missing a comic or explains all this? Let us know. Comment below.
Yeah, tell us, share a little science.
Let us know what you know.
Or theoretical physics.
Some sort of science.
Or the iconic look. The half and half. I wonder how he did this. Like, how did that Carrion do it? There's a Carrion.
He almost looks like the Jekyll.
The Jackal, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Sweet mercy. This is Holly Gillis, Empire State University art freshman.
Did he finally get He did get his hands on Peter Parker. We'll have to know what comes next in Dust to Dust.
Oh no, he's blind again. Oh no, what's Carrion gonna do? So, note, Frank Miller does not continue. He stops here.
Matt. I wonder if this is Mark Bright as well.
The flashback, yeah.
Like I wonder if this is part of the pages that he got to do as well.
Yes, sir.
So it's a total 5 pages.
So
If we're wrong, comment below. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know, please. Alright. Totally looks like a Ditko.
Yeah.
Wrap around.
Frank Miller cover, both front and back, y'all. So yes, if you guys didn't know this one existed, now you know.
Frank Miller debut of Daredevil with the rarity of Spider-Man.
Yep. So if you guys are fans of both of these characters, like we are, I mean that's the only reason why you picked it up,
Yeah,
right? It's like
no name, no nothing. So I got it for these guys. Big fan. Love these guys.
But who knew it was a reprinting? But again, it's another gem for all of
Yeah.
us Frank Miller fans, Daredevil fans, Spider-Man fans. Just that trifecta in one book. It's definitely a special edition, y'all.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
whatever bin you guys find it in, definitely pick it up. Support your local comic book store, bookstore, however you get your books. But good luck trying to find this online if you guys are those type of book hunters. But hey, at least you know what the cover looks like.
Yeah, and this you will only find the Mark Bright pages in this, I believe, in the special edition.
I don't know if the digital version does so, but
Yeah.
all in all, you gotta go get it.
Yes, sir. Please do, y'all.
You gotta get it because now you know it exists, and you gotta add it to your collection.
Right. Born Again, the live action came out, or is coming out, or is in the works. One of those.
At least you guys know what he originally looks like and how Frank Miller, was able to break in and find his groove.
Yes.
Which which is gonna lead him to, his iconic run on Daredevil, starting from issue 158.
Yes, sir.
So.
Hell yeah. Please get it, y'all.
So yeah, definitely get it, because we are going to end this episode with a motivational quote for y'all and let the value hit you for what it's worth. But if you heard it before, just let it be a nice self-reflection of where we are today.
Yes.
And this one is by Sam Rayburn. And he states, "You cannot be a leader and ask other people to follow you unless you know how to follow too." End quote.
Nice.
I mean, definitely goes hand in hand with this story and the whole follow the leader game that these two were playing, but it was for the greater cause. They had to stop the Marauder.
Mm-hmm.
And, even though Spider-Man was throwing his tantrum, Daredevil, Matt Murdock, whoever was in that moment knew how to be a leader. He knew what it was like to lose your eyesight.
Yeah. He was Peter Parker's rock.
Yep.
At this moment.
He was there on the side and
And didn't give up on him either.
Nope, he could have. I mean, with you seen the tantrums, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have, the whole thing, like we're saying, if someone doesn't want to help himself, why bother?
Yeah.
But, Daredevil, he knew a moment needed to be accomplished, and it had to start with Spider-Man first,
Yeah.
Before going to the bigger picture of getting the Marauder. Because they both have information and intel on how to stop the whole thing, that whole event, but they had to be on each other's team.
Trying to kill two birds with one stone.
Right? That mechanical bird.
The mechanical bird, yeah, Tri-Man.
So, y'all just let this be a cool example of like this type of stories you can do and the future debuts that can happen for you.
Yeah.
And, if you just keep putting in the work and don't let your ideas be ideas, continue to let the world know your voice and just keep putting your projects out there.
Yeah, don't give up. Don't give up hope, man.
It might be hard, but it's part of it all.
Yeah.
Nothing comes easy, right?
Yeah, just gotta keep going, man.
Keep on flowing.
Yeah. One day at a time.
I guess it's that time for us to say, stay creative, keep creating.
Stay independent. Have your own voice.
Tell your own awesome stories. But do your best as a human being to stay motivated and to keep on going.
Yes, man. Kill the negativity. Spread the positivity.
Finish your projects.
Yeah.
Eventually you will. Till next time, y'all.
Till next time.
Deuces.
Peace.
Love.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?